All right. Just making sure it's going live on YouTube, and then I can mute YouTube, and then we won't have feedback. But hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Zoo Jeopardy. Zoo Jeopardy is not sponsored by anyone except for me, because I made it, and all rights reserved to actual Jeopardy. But I get to pretend that I am Alex Trebek once a week, and that's all that matters. Today, we have 3 very special guests. We have seed number 1, Macaw, also known as Jen, who I'm not going to address as Macaw because I'm bad at that. Seed number 2, we have Mandrill, also known as Quinn, who we will also not refer to as Mandrill because, again, I'm bad at that. And we have a new player who automatically takes up seed number 4 in our game. So let's see if she can climb up and beat Connor's really bad score. We have Millipede, also known as Hannah, because, again, I'm bad at it. So we all know the rules of Jeopardy, but in case you don't, I'm going to go through them real quick. So there are going to be 6 categories per round. Each category is going to have a dollar amount: 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000 for the first round, 4, 8, 12, 16, and 2,000 for the second round. You are going to be able to select a dollar amount every time it is your turn, but you do not get the only opportunity to answer that question. Anybody can steal that question from under you. So it is based on who is the quickest. If you select a question, you answer it and you get it right, you earn the dollar amount that is on the board. But if you get it wrong, you lose that dollar amount from your total score. There are also daily doubles in here. Daily doubles can only be played by one player, and that is the player that selects them. And they can only be you can bid up to half of the money that you have, unless you have $0 or negative, in which you can bid up to $1,000. That is all of the rules. I also have house rules that I can make up on the spot because I do want to keep it a little different from Jeopardy, and sometimes I feel like being a benevolent god. So without further ado, are you guys ready to play Zoo Jeopardy?
Hell yes.
All right. Let's go to the first.
I'm pumped.
So, because they are the guest, we are going to go with Hannah is going to get the first choice, but before I give you that choice, I'm going to read off the categories. The categories for round 1 are bizarre animals, nutrition, lifespans, animal parts, biosecurity and diseases, and exhibit design. So you may choose one category, and the board is yours, Hannah.
Okay. I'm going to go with nutrition for 400.
Nutrition for 4. The daily double.
Of course.
You can bid up to $1,000.
Oh, might as well.
All right, you're going for the full 1,000? This part of a ruminant's digestive tract is considered the true stomach.
I have no idea. I could not tell you.
I honestly don't know if I have to take away points if you don't answer. I don't think so. So if you don't want to answer, you don't have to.
Yeah,
All right. The answer is the abomasum.
Now I have
and look,
a song in my head.
I actually linked it back to the board.
Wow, that's pretty good, Colby.
All right. So because you did not get that, I am going to move down the line, and that is going to give the next question to Quinn.
To who?
Quinn.
All right. I would like to do exhibit design for 800, please.
Exhibit design for 8. This style of exhibition is done by having various groups of animals transfer between different exhibit areas on a regular basis during the day.
Beep.
Quinn.
What is a rotating exhibit?
That is correct. Rotating design is what we were looking for, but I will give it to you. It is close enough. That is going to give Quinn $800 to start the game.
Oh, Colby, I have a suggestion. I think you should get 100 extra points if you give an example of one of these.
You know, no.
Wow.
So because you got that right, you are going to retain the board.
Animal parts for 600.
Animal parts for 6. This species has between 12 to 16 photoreceptors, allowing them to see colors humans can't even imagine.
Beep.
Jen.
What is the mantis shrimp?
That is correct.
Ah.
Jen is going to get $600. And all of this is imaginary money because I don't have this kind of money. Jen, you retain or you get the board.
Let's do lifespans for 800.
Lifespans for 8. This cetacean holds the longest lifespan of any mammal in the world at 200 years. The answer is the bowhead whale or bowhead whale. All right, because you did not you did not get that right, Hannah. The board is yours.
Oh, goody. Let's go for bizarre animals for 600.
Bizarre animals for 6. The fleshy protuberance on the face of this Asian tree-dwelling species is believed to amplify its call, attract mates, and scare rivals.
Beat.
Quinn.
What is the proboscis monkey?
That is correct.
A fleshy protuberance.
I'm very clever. Did not say the word proboscis.
I was so excited to say the word fleshy protuberance, and I fucked it up. So that is 1,400. All right, Quinn, you get the board.
Nutrition for 800, please.
Nutrition for 8. Somebody want to keep an eye on the chat just in case I can't see it.
Yeah, let me. Is it on Facebook?
No, on YouTube. It should just pop up right on the side of StreamYard. Nobody's watching right now, but just
comments.
Yeah, just if anything pops up, just okay. What are the 2 ways animals can obtain energy? The answers we were looking for is consuming food and stored in fat cells.
Ah.
All right. So that is going to give Jen the board.
Let's do biosecurity and diseases for 1,000.
Biosecurity and diseases for 1,000. AZA guidelines require all ruminants in contact with the public to have updated tests for these 3 illnesses: brucellosis, leptospirosis, and this.
Pete.
Quinn.
What is tuberculosis?
That is correct. I put the easier one because I'm like, I can't even pronounce those. Nobody's going to get the other two.
There you go. I probably would have gone brucellosis, but I don't know about the other one.
All right, Quinn, that gives you the board.
And that's why we won't ever be AZA. Big jab. Exhibit design for 600.
Exhibit design for 6. The point of this design style is to immerse animals and guests into the same recreated theme area, habitat, or landscape.
Pete.
Jen.
What is immersive exhibit?
That is correct. I wanted to try to throw you by putting the answer in the paragraph.
Yeah, I was like, you threw me.
Because I didn't do it for fleshy protuberance.
I mean, I feel like if you said proboscis, it would just.
Right, that's the answer.
It's proboscis monkeys.
All right, Jen, so that gives you the board.
Let's do lifespans for 600.
Lifespans for 6. While many believe fruit flies to have the shortest lifespan, this is incorrect, as fruit flies can actually live for this long. The answer is 40 to 50 days.
They only live for a day.
All right, so Canada is going to give you the board.
Oh, goody. Let's do animal parts for 400.
Animal parts for 4. Species of the order Strigiformes have special feathers in their wings to allow them to do this.
Beep.
Quinn.
Fly silently. For hunting?
You're missing a point. You're missing something here. If anybody knows what he did wrong, You can have.
What is flying silently?
There we go.
Because
You
they're
gotta
owls.
answer in the form of a question.
Owls do not be making any noise. So
All
that's
right,
why it's
Quinn.
scary when they sit down and near your head.
Right. Quinn, that is going to give you the board.
Bizarre animals for 200.
For what?
For 200.
For 2. Bizarre animals for 2. This heavily trafficked animal is also the only mammal with scales on their body.
Beep.
Jen.
What are pangolins?
That is correct.
Hashtag thank you for COVID.
Don't eat bats.
All right, Jen, that is going to give you the board.
Let's do nutrition for 200.
Nutrition for 2. This ingredient is put into many ruminant feeds to make it more palatable.
Beep.
Jen.
What is molasses?
That is correct.
I once told a certain somebody that I wanted to change the petting zoo food and it had molasses in it, and she was afraid it was going to stop up the feeders. Even though all of our food has molasses in it.
All right, Jen, that is going to give you the board and Quinn another drink.
Do biosecurity and diseases for 600.
Biosecurity and diseases for 6. This incredibly deadly virus can only be contracted by mammals.
Beep.
Jen.
What is rabies?
That is correct. All right. Jen, that is going to keep the board with you.
To nutrition for 600.
Nutrition for 6. Ending the 6. This is the type of protein in a feed that can be metabolized and used by the animal.
Beep.
Jen.
What is crude protein?
That is not the answer we were looking for. Anybody? The answer you're looking for is digestible protein.
I do remember learning about that.
All right. So that is going to give Hannah the board.
Oh, goody. Let's do lifespans for 400.
Lifespans for 4. Macaws make bad pets for many reasons, but one major reason is their lifespan. Some species able to live to this age and above in captivity. I heard Quinn first.
What is 70 years?
That is correct.
Yay.
That was for 400, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
All right. Score update. Quinn is in the lead with 3,200 points. Jen is in second with 1,600, and Hannah with a big old goose egg. And Quinn, that is going to give you the.
We're going to throw Hannah a bone. We got to be nice. Most people don't want to play this game anymore. Lifespans for 200.
Lifespans for 2. This ancient Greek philosopher equated lifespan to size, falsely claiming that larger species live longer purely because they are larger.
Yeah.
It's a weird 200-point question.
The answer is Aristotle.
Oh.
I almost said Finney the Elder because I know he talked a lot about animals for some reason, and there was all like wrong information. Like wolves eat rocks to like throw themselves at their prey.
Well, that's true.
Obviously.
See, Quinn, knowing me, you should have immediately jumped to Diogenes because he is my absolute favorite philosopher.
Obviously. I'm such an idiot.
Just walking into Plato, was it Plato or Aristotle? Walking into, I think it was Plato's class with just like a naked chicken saying, "Here's your man."
Oh yeah, that was like it's
featherless biped.
Featherless biped.
Okay, so that is going to give Jen the board.
All right. Let's do nutrition for 1,000.
Nutrition for 1,000. Obtained from the breakdown of the disaccharide lactose. Nobody took AP Bio. It's galactose.
Yeah. I said glucose, or I was thinking glucose, but.
Colby, you know that says disaccharide, right?
Does it?
Yeah.
Shit.
I knew the answer to that one too, but I was laughing too hard.
I fucked that one up. Teaches you to pay attention to how you spell. Anyway, the reason I remember Galactose is because it sounds like Galactus from the Fantastic Four, and I always thought that was kind of fun. Anyway, so that is going to give Hannah the board.
Let's do exhibit design for 200.
Exhibit design for 2. A sprayed concrete or mortar conveyed through a hose and pneumatically projected at high velocity onto a surface.
Beep.
Jen.
Wait, I misread that. Oh, I misread that. Can I X my beep?
I will X your beep. I will not beep your X, though.
Beep? No. Oh.
Quinn.
That's pretty good, Colby. Oh, what is a wet barn?
That is incorrect. Anybody? The answer is...
Wait. Gunite. It's Gunite.
You can't take it.
God damn it.
I'm so disappointed in you for not immediately just going Gunite.
That's why I screamed it at the very end. I was like, oh my god.
We talk about Gunite on the daily, dude.
I saw spray and I was like, spray concrete.
All right. Well, even though you got that wrong, Hannah chose it, so you do get the...
Okay, exhibit design for 400.
Exhibit design for 4. After pits, this was the primary way to display bears in many zoos throughout the mid to late 1900s.
Beep.
Gwen.
What are grottos?
That is correct.
Yay. What a gross way to also display them.
Yeah. I mean, but it makes for a hella dull exhibit.
Oh, yeah. Excellent dull exhibit once you, make it look nice.
All right. So, Quinn, you are going to retain the board.
Exhibit design for 1,000.
Finishing off the category. This tool is used to allow animals to safely move between exhibit spaces over or under guests.
What if I beat around the bush a little bit with the answer?
I have 3 answers that I'm willing to accept. So if you don't get one of the 3, I'm not giving it to you.
B.
Jen said it first.
What is a shift tunnel? Or what is a shift?
That is not one of the answers I have.
Okay.
Oh, that was my answer. Are there special names for these besides a tunnel or?
I've never heard of it. It's called them.
There are. All right. So unless anybody else wants to take it, but I don't think so. The answers we're willing to accept are animal crossings, animal tunnels, or animal bridges.
Interesting. Those are the
tunnel.
Yeah, but we were looking for animal tunnel. Am I pedantic? Absolutely.
Hey, look, a cat.
Yeah.
All right, Jen, that is going to give you the board.
Let's do bizarre animals for 400.
Yeah, we really haven't touched that one.
For 4. While the platypus may be the most famous member of this group of egg-laying mammals, it also encompasses the lesser-known echidna.
The name.
Gwen.
Who are the monotrines?
That is correct. I like how you say who, like it's a band.
Yeah, it's who is
also
the monotrines?
I cleaned that band name because that's amazing.
Mine will still be the oscillating ocelots.
Did you know that the platypus is the only animal that can make its own custard?
Ooh, has anyone put that into motion yet?
Somebody make platypus custard, please.
They make milk.
All right, so Quinn is going to give you the board.
I would like animal parts for 200.
Animal parts for 200. Unfortunately, most animal parts sell for a lot more than that. A pair of deciduous, solid, bony processes that process. That's a weird choice of words. I pulled this directly from the dictionary, so don't blame me for this one. That arises from the frontal bone on the head of an animal of the deer family.
Beef?
Jen.
What are antlers?
That is correct. It's a very weird definition.
Tried to pull a fast one on us, Colby.
Right? No, that's like straight up the dictionary definition of antler.
It's like looking at what's the dictionary word of like the or something. It's just
No, like I was looking up, like I was trying to write my English fiction. I'm like, this is too easy. Like, how do I? And then I saw that. I'm like, no, that'll do it. All right, so Jen, that's going to give you the board.
Let's do biosecurity and diseases for 200.
Biosecurity and diseases for 2. The CDC recommends doing this after every time you handle or touch animals.
Beep.
Jen.
What is washing your hands?
That is correct.
What is cooking them thoroughly?
Technically, yes, if you are handling them in a different way.
Is it wiping your hands on your boss?
Yes, also that. All right, so Jen, that is going to give you retain the board.
Biosecurity and diseases for 400.
Biosecurity and diseases for 4. No, I don't want to highlight it. I want to click it. This mosquito-borne illness, while communicable by humans, is primarily found in avian species and is especially deadly to corvids. Quinn.
It was West Nile virus.
That is correct.
Yay.
Actually,
I think the spectacled owl died of West Nile virus.
That was 4, right? No.
That was my educated guess. Although I probably shouldn't have said that on live. It's okay.
Oh well.
Oh well. It's fine.
All right, Quinn, you retain the board, or you get the board back.
800, please, for the biosecurity and diseases.
Bio and disease for 8. This cooperative agreement between the USDA and AZA works with key players in emergency management across the country to connect the managed wildlife community. This is directly off the AZA's website.
Cooperative agreement between like an agency? Is that what you're talking about?
It's an agency. Or
like a board that the AZA has?
It's a cooperative agreement between the USDA and the AZA as told to us by the AZA's website.
Okay, so it's a conglomerate between the two groups?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I don't know the name of it, but I now I know what you're talking about.
All right. And the answer is the ZAP Fusion Center.
The ZAP Fusion Center?
ZAHP. And I didn't write down what it stands for, but it's like zoolog. It has more words than the acronym. Like they cut out like 3 words to make this acronym.
ZAP is just
right.
That's so much.
All right. So nobody got that. So Jen, that is going to give you the board.
Bizarre animals for 800.
Bizarre animals for 800. This bird species, found throughout northern Africa, the Mediterranean, and Central Asia, is best known for consuming entire bones.
Huh.
Beep.
Quinn.
What are bearded vultures?
That is correct. I also would have accepted their better name, Lammergeier.
Ah, I was thinking about that name and I was like, what the hell is that? What's the real name?
Vulture that eats bones?
It does. It eats bones.
I'm more surprised that no other species of vultures eat bones.
They're the only ones.
There's some great BBC footage of one of these vultures just like eating an entire femur, and it's incredible.
Well, there's lots of good stuff in the middle. That bone marrow's got to be like super nutrient dense.
Yeah, I would hate to touch their stomach acid.
Right.
I think that's any stomach acid, but I feel like that particular stomach acid is just like.
Oh, I would hate to touch their stomach acid. Any other one.
Yeah, well, I'm drinking stomach acid on the daily.
Right.
All right, Quinn is going to bring the board back to you.
Bizarre animals for 1,000, please.
Bizarre animals for 1,000. The Przewalski's wild horse's mane stops at the base of its skull, missing this prominent body part found in domestic horses. If we have any horse girls, you would immediately know the answer.
That's too bad I don't associate with horse girls.
My ex-girlfriend would have had this immediately.
It would have ripped you apart.
There's other main stops at the base of its skull. I think I know, but I don't know if I want to lose the point.
Yeah, I don't want to lose the point, so I have a guess too.
Quinn, you are at 5,000 points. Jen is second with 1,000.
But Colby, I want to be a hoarder.
All right, I'll call it. The answer is the forelock.
I almost said forlack or something that was incorrect. I was like,
And because I'm a pedantic asshole, even though I know I would not have given it to you.
Yeah,
all right, Jen, you selected that, so that's going to give Hannah the board.
Let's do lifespans for 1,000.
Lifespans?
This is a hard one, man.
1,000. Despite their reputation of being very short-lived, goldfish can actually live for a very long time. The oldest known individual living to this age.
Does it have to be the exact number?
It needs to be the exact number. This is a $1,000 question.
I'm not touching it then.
The answer is 43 years.
Wow.
I want to be the person who raised the goldfish to 43 years. That is amazing.
I had a friend that won for 18 years.
It's pretty good
It's
stuff.
so impressive. Like, goldfish are one of the most screwed over animals. Like,
Yeah, them betas. Yeah.
Yeah, I think betas have it worse. Hermit crabs, I think, are number one, though.
No, hermit crabs get
Oh my God.
screwed.
All right, so Quinn is going to give the board back to you.
Animal parts for 800, please.
Animal parts for 8. Sun bears, Asiatic black bears, and Andean bears are all species raised and farmed for their bile, which is created in this organ.
Beep.
Beep.
Jen,
What is the spleen?
that is incorrect.
Oh no, it's the what is?
Right, it's the gallbladder, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is the gallbladder?
That is correct.
Oh, I knew it was one of the things we didn't need. Fuck. Bam.
Yeah. We don't need the stupid gallbladder.
My mom doesn't have one, and it's my fault. Not really my fault, but her pregnancy with
Did
me.
you take it from her?
Yeah, for her bile.
Yeah, Jen, are you taking people's gallbladders?
I didn't take it. The doctors did.
Oh,
Are
yes,
the doctors
you
taking
can take it.
All right, so Quinn is going to give you animal parts for 1,000. This organ in a wood frog's body produces an antifreeze-like substance that helps keep them from freezing while hibernating in the winter.
I don't remember.
The answer is the liver. All right, so that is going to be the end of the first round, and the current point totals are Quinn in first with 5,800, Jen in second with 200, and Hannah at 0.
It's a happy 0.
It's a happy 0.
You know
All
what?
right, so
Beating Connor though, like I love you, Connor, but
you are beating Connor. You're doing better than Connor.
he did end with negative points, so
You are remaining consistent.
Yeah.
So, as we do every time between rounds of Jeopardy, I'm going to go down the line and have everybody give me one fun fact about themselves. Quinn, you can go first.
I'm Quinn. A lot of people like to guess my race, and I like to make them guess because I think it's funny.
All right. I'm not going to touch that one with a 6-foot pole.
That's the worst to say after I say that.
All right. Moving down the line. Jen, you're next.
I'm Jen, and I only like diet sodas.
Interesting.
We have a fan of aspartame.
Doesn't that kill rats or something?
I don't think it's aspartame in it anymore. No, now it's phenylalanine. I don't know. Delicious, whatever it is.
All right. And finally, our special guest.
I'm Hannah, and I have 4 cats.
4 cats. That's
Four
the one you
cats.
want to come out swinging with. I am very impressed by your humility. All right. Well, with the question and answer round over, let's go to the question and answer round. So we are going to start with the person with the lowest total. So Hannah, you are going to select from one of these 6 categories: Biology 101, famous animals, animal myths, scats and tracks, in pop culture, and legislation.
I'm going to have to pick Biology 101 for 400.
Biology 101 for 400. A group of organisms of the same species living in the same place at the same time.
B.
Quinn.
There's a population.
That is correct.
Oh, it's been a while.
All right. Quinn, you get the board.
I would like to go for animal myths for 1,200.
Animal myths for 1,200. While bears may be the poster child for hibernation, no bear species actually hibernates, instead exhibiting this sleeping pattern.
B.
Quinn.
What is brumation?
That is incorrect.
No! Is that reptiles that do that?
That is
That's reptiles.
Anyone?
Wait. What is torpor?
It is torpor. Torpor.
How do you feel about little splitsies?
No.
Okay.
All right, Jen, that is going to move the board to you.
Let's do famous animals for 400.
Famous animals for 400. Star of the hit film Dolphin Tale and its sequel, Dolphin Tale 2, this Atlantic bottlenose dolphin with a unique injury resides at the Clearwater Marine Aquarium in Clearwater, Florida.
I don't know. I watched this at a Portland Sea Dog game, though, at a Boy Scout event when I was
The
12.
dolphin is, like missing a fur.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make it prosthetic one.
I feel like his name is something similar to Hope. Because
Hope was actually the other dolphin in Dolphin Tale 2.
Oh, of course.
But it's something like Hope or something. Anyways, just what is it?
The answer is Winter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I also watched Dolphin Tale at the Portland Sea Dogs game with Boy Scouts.
Were we at the same Portland Sea Dog game?
We were definitely at the same Portland Sea Dogs game.
We might have been at the same Portland Sea Dogs game in 2011.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right. So the board is going to go to Hannah. Yes.
Okay. Let's do animal myths for 400.
Animal myths for 400. Contrary to popular belief, camels do not store water in their humps. Instead, their humps contain this.
Beep.
Jen.
What is fat?
That is correct. What is fat?
What is? I'm a good fat.
All right, Jen, that is going to give you the board.
Let's do animal myths for 2,000.
Animal myths for 2,000. The Daily Double.
Wait,
So you were the only.
I'm gonna go get another beer.
You were the only.
See,
one
I have to get my
play,
phone charger, so.
And you can bid up to half of your points. You have 600 points right now, so you can bid up to 300.
I'm gonna bid $10.
$10. On the $2,000 Daily Double. Good move. All right.
Oh, really? Wait, it was $2,000?
Yeah, but the Daily Double cancels that out. While they may smell like vanilla, this chemical, produced in the glands near a beaver's rump, is not used to flavor or add vanilla smell to commercially available products, and is actually banned by the FDA.
I have no idea what the gland is called. Or what the chemical is called.
The answer is castoreum, or castoreum. Castoreum.
Okay.
So you lose $10.
See, that's why I didn't want to bid a lot.
All right, we will wait for Quinn to get back with his beer. And in the meantime, let's sing some sea shanties, right? No? All right. All right.
Do you want to see a cat in a blanket for it?
Yes.
All right, I'm back.
Shut up. We're going to see a cat in a blanket for it.
Oh.
Wait, can I reverse the camera on this? Can you guys see me?
All I see is you.
So,
Yeah, your image appears to be frozen.
Oh no.
can you see me?
We cannot. Can you hear us?
I can hear you and see all of you.
Oh,
Can
you're
you hear-
back. All right. You were frozen.
Okay. Can you see the blanket for it?
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh no, I can't see.
The content we were promised.
Okay, bye-bye. This is what happens when you're 36 with no kids. You make blanket forts for your cat.
It's okay. I do it too. So
Do you make them each an individual blanket fort, or do you make one that they have to share?
only one of my
Oh,
see, only one of my cats likes the blanket forts. So
Aha. All right. Well, let's get right back into the game, and I don't remember who had the board. Oh, Jen got it wrong, so Hannah, you are going to get the board.
okay. I would like scats and tracks for 800.
Scats and tracks for 800. Just a reminder to everybody watching, there is going to be image of animal feces throughout the scats and tracks category. So if you are squeamish to that, please just be warned.
Wait. Before we go in there, Colby, these are animals that are at our facility or have been at our facility?
All of these are animals that are at or have been at the facility that all three of us have worked at.
Okay.
Okay.
But not all of them specifically have to have been meant to be there.
Right.
I see.
With the rats last time, but
Yeah.
All right, you said 800?
Yes. Yeah.
Name this scat.
You know, with this, I would guess with the second clue you gave me, which is all the wild animals that also could
Right.
inhabit our woods, really throws me for a loop.
It could also mean that none of those are there, and I said that to trip you up.
I know, that's why it's so tricky. I'm gonna screw it. What is it, like 800 or something?
Yeah.
Or 400?
It's
What is fox?
That is incorrect.
Damn. Can I just keep guessing if no one else is gonna guess?
I mean, you can keep guessing. You're not going to get any points from it, but
That's fine. Is it an otter?
incorrect.
Is it? Well, first, is it something that we're supposed to have?
Yes.
Coati?
Incorrect.
Is it a primate?
These are thicker.
No.
Is it a carnivore? Not a carnivore?
That's a carnivore.
That's a carnivore. Okay, so we got fennec fox, coatimundi, bobcat?
Nope.
Eurasian lynx?
Nope.
Is it a reptile?
Nope.
Is it a bird?
Nope.
I'm stumped, Colby. Who is it?
That guy is a tiger.
Tiger?
That's a tiger.
Ah,
Scale. It looks really
the
small.
scale, man. The scale always throws.
I'm telling. I purposely do. Some things have scale, some things don't, and the scale is almost always there to throw you off.
But I don't know if it's possible to tell with some without the scale. I'm wondering if it's necessary.
Maybe a little.
If we have a lot of complaints, I'll try to put scale in, but unfortunately, I don't have a lot of my own poop pictures, so most of them have to go off stock photos that are free online.
Just text me and I'll get pictures for you.
Yeah, but then you'll know.
You can still like put a scale, like a quarter to scale, like the size of a quarter, and then just Photoshop.
Yeah.
it.
And honestly, we can always just do like North American species or something like that. That's not bad.
I might just change it to just tracks too. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah.
All right. So because that was Hannah's choice, but she did not get it right, Quinn, the board goes to you.
I would like legislation for 12,000 or 1,200.
Legislation for 12.
I like to flex on everybody with all the
This
laws.
act was outed. That was supposed to say touted, but not outed. was touted by William T. Hornaday as the greatest victory ever achieved for the birds of this continent or any other continent. It will give genuine joy to all farmers and forest owners, all friends of birds, now to be numbered by millions, and all true sportsmen.
Beep.
Go ahead.
What is the Migratory Bird Act? And might I just say...
Incorrect.
What? The
That is
Migratory...
not the name of the act.
What?
That is not the name of the act.
I'm going to fact check you on that one.
Go ahead. Anyone have an answer?
Nope.
Nope.
The answer is the Migratory Bird Treaty Act.
Oh, you pedantic asshole.
That is the official title, so that's not even being pedantic.
What would Alex do?
Well, let me just say I like the quote.
It's a very good quote. I was very excited to be able to use that quote. All right, so Jen is going to give the board to you.
Colby, if one day you can name all of the races that Hornaday also hated.
Maybe we'll put that as a question eventually.
Let's do animal and pop culture for 1600.
Animals and Pop Culture for 1600. This 16-book series, written between 2003 and 2013, follows a character named Soren as he navigates a fantasy world ruled by members of the Strigidae family.
Beep.
Gwen.
Who are the Guardians of Gahul?
That is correct. The Guardians
Yay.
of Gahul. And
They had a great
that was
movie.
one of my favorite book series as a child.
They had a one about wolves. I forget. It was like, what was the wolf one called? Because I love that one too. Guardians of Gahul, Wolves of the Beyond. That was it.
See, everybody was always a warrior cats. You know, everyone in like primary school, middle school, they were all warrior cats kids, but I was a Guardians of Gahul kid.
Understandable. I like those ones too. Although the Wolves,
right.
I never read the Seekers though.
I read the first Seekers book, and it took me so long to get through it. Although that was set in a zoo, so you may see a Seekers question, not on this game, but in the future.
Okay.
All right, Quinn, that you retain the board, or you get the board back rather.
Let's see. Famous animals for 2000.
Famous animals for 2000. The only Bornean pygmy elephant in the United States, this famous pachyderm is found at the Oregon Zoo.
Yes, read about this animal too. Stupid book in the top 100 zoos and aquariums. I don't remember the name. Don't remember her name.
Anyone? The answer is Chendra or Kendra. It's Chendra. I'm going to go with Chendra. All right, Jen is going to give the board to you.
Okay, let's do Biology 101 for, what was that? 800.
Biology 101 for 8. The Daily Double. Jen has selected both Daily Doubles. So you may wager. You have 590 points right now. I will let you wager up to 300 because 290 is going to mess me up mathematically.
How about I wager $90 exactly?
$90. I appreciate that.
You didn't wager $69. That's disappointing.
Lactic acid and alcoholic are the two types of this process.
Alcoholic?
Yep. Quinn knows this one.
Oh, yeah, damn it.
Biology, much more recently than I have. Quinn, do you know how to blink in Morse code?
Do you know how to read in Morse code?
I will allow Quinn to answer and give Jen the 90 points.
What is
if he so chooses.
Yes, of course. What is fermentation?
That is correct. fermentation is the answer.
How about you just don't take the 90 points away? That's okay. You don't have to give me points.
Deal. That works. I'll give you 10 points to give you back up to an even number because
It seems completely unfair, but sure.
That's going to be a housekeeping or a house rule. I can give and take points whenever I choose. No,
You basically don't, which is fine.
Can I have a pity 2 points?
I'll give you.
I think you should give her it.
I'm going to give you a pity 10.
Oh, 10. Oh, that's so nice.
Mainly because I just want you to be able to play in Final Jeopardy, unless you lose it. But
It's fine.
actually, I'll give you a pity 100 because that
Oh,
makes
wow.
Wow. Still like gambling money.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna just go over to Hannah because I don't know where to go next. Hannah, you get the board.
Okay. Scans and tracks for 400.
Gas and track for 400. Name this track. Could be identify, not name. You can name it whatever you want.
Does it have to be the exact species or just like the type?
I do want the exact species. Quinn.
You're missing the Bumblefoot because what is Black Swan?
That is incorrect.
Ah, bastard.
No, I took out all the Black Swan questions.
Thank you. I thought you were going to... yeah. Yeah.
Anyone? Hannah?
I'm good. I like the points I have.
The answer is mallard. I had the quarter for scale there too.
It's true, but oh well.
I would have guessed duck, but
I thought it was topical because we were just talking about the Black Swan.
No, I told you last night. I'm like, I removed the Bumblefoot question.
Thank you for doing that. That makes me feel a little bit better.
All right, Quinn, you get the board.
Let's see. Animals in pop culture for actually no. Legislation for 1600.
Legislation for 16. Proposed by Carol Baskin of Tiger King fame, this proposed act seeks to revise restrictions of possession, exhibition, that says exhibition, and public contact with big cats.
Beep.
Quinn.
What is the Big Cat Safety Act?
That is correct.
Yay. Oh, Carol. What a lady. What a sweet lady.
Is she?
husband for real.
I hope. You know what? I saw this great meme. It was like, who hasn't been with somebody who they would want to feed to the tigers? I mean, I understand that.
Yeah, I guess, you know.
I get that. There's certain people that I would have been like, yeah, that's fine.
He's lying or not. I can't tell.
Right.
I just assume everyone's lying about everything.
All I know is Joe Exotic has definitely done some weird shit. So.
Oh yeah.
The favorite thing that he's done is when his employee was bitten by the tiger. Before he went to help her, he went in to put his EMS jacket on.
I mean, you gotta commit, like
part of the whole
if you
that and that.
if you've got a fit like that.
Oh yeah, you know, I would wear it every single day, and then I would make sure something bad were to go wrong, so I could like.
Right. If you had a fit like an EMS jacket, you're gonna wear that, right?
I mean, I don't know.
I feel like it's probably illegal. It's like impersonating a doctor, but
right.
And it was like sparkly too. It was like.
Wait. So I would just like to point out he bought it in anticipation of something happening.
He's like, yes, I've been waiting for this.
It's like an outfit. He's like, oh my god, I finally get to wear the EMS jacket.
He definitely planned it. Like he planned it. He's like, I spent good money.
Kept it in a convenient place too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Make sure it's always within reach.
All right. So Quinn, you get the board.
Legislation for 800.
Legislation for 8. This act prohibits the take of marine mammals in U.S. waters and by U.S. citizens on the high seas, and the importation of marine mammals and marine mammal products into the U.S.
I don't know this one.
The answer is the Marine Mammal Protection Act. Or the
I almost said
MMPA.
Marine Mammal Safety Act, but that's their equivalent of the Animal Welfare Act for them.
Right. All right, Jen, that's going to give the board to you.
Let's do famous animals for 1600.
Famous animals for 16. In March of 2011, this famous escape artist, an Egyptian cobra, got out of her enclosure at the Bronx Zoo's reptile house.
I don't remember what her name was.
I don't know.
The answer is MIA, which stands for Missing in Action.
Nice.
All right. Hannah, that's going to give the board to you.
Alrighty. Let's do animals in pop culture for 400.
A key character in the 14 different Land Before Time films, father of character the Triceratops, known as Daddy Tops, exemplifies this negative attribute as a commentary about humanity. Jen.
Oh, wait, negative attribute. What is racist?
That is correct.
No, that's a Jenny Nicholson. Daddy Tops is, in fact, a racist.
That is, Daddy Tops is a race.
I'm so glad, Jen, that you were able to snag that one.
I was there for that. I remember.
I was so excited. Not that we don't want you here, Hannah, but I was so excited for Connor to be screaming that over everybody else. All right, so for those of you who are watching who may be very confused, it's a quote from a YouTuber that we all watch, or that Quinn and I watch, that we have adopted into our everyday lives. Anyway,
Daddy Tops is a racist.
That is going to give you the board.
Yep.
Feel good about those points. Daddy Tops being a racist just brought you to 1,000 points.
I gotta say, racists come up 3 separate times.
Everything all back to.
If I had a nickel, I'd only have 3 nickels, but it's weird that it's happened 3 times. You know?
Let's do legislation for 400.
Legislation for 4. Key legislation for both domestic and international conservation. This act aims to provide a framework to conserve and protect endangered and threatened species and their habitat. Quinn.
What is the Endangered Species Act?
That is correct.
Yeah, dude, it seems too simple.
It's a $200 question.
You said domestic, and I was like, what? And then I read that later.
All right, Quinn is going to give you the board.
2,000 in the legislative corner, please.
Finishing up the category. While the AWA, Animal Welfare Act, may be the best piece of legislation for zoo animal welfare, this large group of animals do not count as the definition of animal under this act. Quinn.
What is a bird?
That is
or
incorrect.
A reptile, or a fish, or an amphibian, or an insect, or anything without a backbone that doesn't have warm blood and produces milk?
That was too many answers, and in fact, while some of them were independently correct, that is not the answer we were looking for, so I'm going to strike.
Beep.
Jen.
What are invertebrates?
That is also incorrect.
Really? Okay.
They don't cover invertebrates, though.
They don't, but...
So technically that's right.
Yeah.
But it is not as right as it could be.
What?
Are you looking for non-mammalian animals?
We are looking for, unless Hannah wants to answer.
I mean, I'm not that confident in that.
All right, and it is for 2,000 points. So the answer we're looking for is cold-blooded animals.
Okay.
Birds are protected under the Animal Welfare Act, though it's not nearly as good as they should be. But the USDA doesn't investigate birds, but the Animal Welfare Act does. Cold-blooded animals.
Animal Welfare Act. Wait, what about tigers? Because they technically are warm-blooded and cold-blooded.
All right, now who's being pedantic?
Who's being pedantic now, Colby?
All right. So that is going to go to, I believe, Jen.
Let's do famous animals for 800.
Famous animals for 800. One of very few zoo animals to do so, this famous rodent, which has been kept alive by magic elixir, has been celebrated on February 2nd since 1887.
Beep.
Quinn.
Who is Puxatawny Phil?
That is correct.
Yay.
Yeah, so that is the official explanation as to why there has never been another Puxatawny Phil. It is the same one, and he's been kept alive by magic elixir.
Colby, I think if European people are watching this, we should explain to them what Groundhog Day is.
Yeah, so Groundhog Day is the Bill Murray movie where he is trapped on the same day, and he wakes up every day, and he has to live his life over, knowing what he's doing, and trying to find a way to get out of it. That is what Groundhog Day is. Phenomenal movie.
Yeah, don't think about it too hard.
All right, so Quinn is going to give you the board.
I will go with animal myths for 800.
Animal myths for $800. I love how everybody just accepted. They're just like, whatever. He's going to just get the Groundhog Day synopsis. Not the cowards many make them out to be. Ostriches don't bury their heads in the sand, but instead this myth spread because they were putting their heads into holes to do this. The answer we were looking for is check on their eggs. Because people who were first studying ostriches, I guess, are dumb. And they thought that the ostriches were just sticking their
What a weird conclusion to come to.
Right? They're just, you see an ostrich with its head like in a hole, it's just poking around at their eggs, and they're like, yes, it is scared of me. All right. So that is going to go to Hannah.
Let's do scats and tracks for 1200.
Scats and tracks for 1200. Name this track. Identify. I'm going to have to start by saying identify.
Beep.
Quinn.
What is an alpaca track?
That is correct.
Yay. I was like, I've seen enough of those to know exactly what those are. I thought you were going to be a jick, though, and put llamas. Although, were there llamas? Have there been llamas here since you've been? Yeah, there have been, because that's where replaced the board goats. I mean, the board goats replaced them.
Yeah, the llamas were also here. Remember, you weren't there, but there was one day where we all had to catch the llamas, and I rode one.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
I did remember hearing about that.
Yeah, I didn't mean to ride one.
Yeah.
But all right. So Quinn is going to give you.
Anyone that's listening to this is like, what the fuck type of facility are these guys working?
Yeah, we say that a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Scats and tracks for 2000.
Scats and tracks for 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Name this scat.
I don't know.
I think I do, but I just don't want to lose points.
Well, you're already at negative 1,000, Jen.
That's what I mean.
If you get this though, if you think you can get this, it'll bring you back up to positive 1,000. The answer is sloth.
Yeah, the indents make sense. I wasn't even thinking. You know why I wasn't thinking sloth, Colby?
Because ours doesn't look healthy at all.
Our sloth's diet is so messed up that its poop is all fucked up.
All right, so who selected that one again? I'm sorry.
Hannah.
Oh yeah.
All right, so Quinn, that gives you the board.
I would like to go for animals and pop culture for 2000.
Animals and pop culture for 2000. This 2004 film tells the tale of two wild tiger cubs, separated and leading two incredibly different lives.
Beep.
Quinn.
The Tale of Two Brothers?
That is incorrect.
Wow! Or is it just two brothers? It's just two brothers, isn't it?
It is just two brothers.
Damn it. The Tale of Two. Damn it.
All right, so Jen is going to give you the board because Quinn added words. It's a real sad movie too. Like
It is really.
Sounds pretty dumb.
You know,
I watched it a lot.
And also was Duma. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Very sad.
I always had those two were there with the Amazing Panda Adventure and Fly Away Home, the one with the geese.
Yeah, the Amazing Panda Adventure. I recently rewatched. Very pervy. Not cool. Not cool. 90s. It's really weird of you.
But those were always in my weird road trip collection, where I always wanted to watch movies of children who meet wild animals and they are friends.
It's a good one.
All right. So Jen, that gives you the board.
It's Animals and Pop Culture, 800.
Animals and Pop Culture for 8. Kiko, the star of this 1993 classic family film, met an unfortunate fate after the title of the film rang true, and he died less than a year after.
What is this movie called?
Oh, beep.
Quinn.
What is Free Willy?
That is correct.
Yay.
They Free Willy, and he died.
Yeah, he did.
I saw that in the movie theater. I remember seeing it.
Maybe that wasn't the best idea to do.
All right. Quinn, that gives you the board.
1,200 in the animals and... Oh, Coda! Come here, Coda! Everyone look, Coda!
Hello, Coda.
He's going to breathe in your face for a little bit.
Good. You said 1,200 for animals and pop culture?
Yes, please.
All right, rounding up the category. This famous animal is a key element of the 1963 book written by author Sterling North about his childhood and this famous pet.
I don't know. I think I might know. But I don't want to say it because I feel as though... No, I'm not.
You're talking a lot for a person who doesn't want to answer the question.
I have a strong feeling it's that Rascal the Raccoon book, but it might be Where the Red Ferns Grow, which are very similar books, and it might be Old Yeller. It's one of those three.
All right, well, you got to pick. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to answer.
I'm going to go with Rascal the Raccoon because that's not a domestic species. Is it a raccoon? Is it Rascal the Raccoon?
Final answer?
Right, final answer, Rascal the Raccoon. What is a raccoon?
There we go. What is Rascal the Raccoon? Who is Rascal the Raccoon? I'm not going to give it to you, honestly.
What?
You didn't answer with a what is or who is. And also you said Rascal the Raccoon and we were looking for just Rascal. So I'm not going to give it to you.
Okay.
You just took up a lot of my time that I'm never going to get back. I answered technically incorrectly. So, yeah. If anyone thinks that's unfair, I'm the judge.
Get them. Vote on my behalf. Go down in the comments. Everybody, tell Colby that Rascal the Raccoon, hashtag Rascal the Raccoon.
Hashtag. And then if you think Quinn is wrong, say hashtag Jungle World isn't as good as you think it is.
Oh, why you gotta dig deep, man? That's not cool.
All right, I'm gonna give Jen the board, I think. Yeah.
Biology for 2000.
Biology for 2. This is one of the few genetic diseases caused by a dominant trait.
I don't know.
Anyone? The answer is Huntington's disease.
Makes sense.
All right, so Hannah, that is going to give you the board.
Okay. Let's do Biology 101 for 1200.
Biology 101 for 12. The bottleneck effect and founder effect are two examples of this.
Pete,
Quinn,
what is gene flow?
that is correct. That was 1200.
What is Rascal the Raccoon?
What is Rascal the Raccoon? I'm gonna get. All right, if we have a Secret Santa and I get you, I'm gonna put "What is Rascal the Raccoon" on a T-shirt.
That's pretty good.
All right, so Quinn, let's go ahead and give you the board.
Animal myths for 1600.
Animal myths for 16. The myth of piranhas shredding humans in seconds often was The myth of piranhas spreading humans in seconds often was spread by this American naturalist on a 1914 expedition to Brazil, where tour guides staged a cow to seconds by captive piranhas that had purposely not been fed in days.
Are you asking for who the person is?
That is correct.
Okay.
The words are there to trip you up, just like a test.
His name definitely is named after, I don't know, like it's gonna be like Sir Geoffrey of the Jeffreys Marmoset and the Jeffreys Cat or something like that. It's definitely gonna be like one of those ones.
All right, anyone have an answer?
No.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh, that's interesting. He also said that the gauchos hunted with with maned wolves, which I think is really weird.
I like to think Teddy Roosevelt was just traveling South America and he's just like, nobody knows. I'm just going to make up some shit and see if anyone calls me on it.
And no one ever did. I mean, he had a pet hyena.
Probably very accurate.
Too bad he was an imperialist. Hannah, that's going to give you the board.
But what white man was
No,
it?
Jen?
Me?
Who? I think, yeah, you get the board.
Biology 101 for 1600.
Biology 101 for 16. These are the 4 bases found in DNA.
I don't remember any of this.
I can't remember the C one.
Oh, I know that one. I've got 3 of them.
Wait, can we combine answers?
No.
Split the points. I think that sounds fine.
I think that's fair. I think
We should combine answers and split the points.
Yeah, we can tag team it. Come on, Colby.
I'm not going to let that happen.
Come on.
It was a good attempt.
Come on, Colby. What do we have to lose? What do we got to lose, Colby?
The answer is Rascal the Raccoon. You know what? Quinn, I will let you take 100 of the points, and Hannah gets the rest if you guys get these all correct. I will let you tag team it.
All right. Ready? There's adenine, thymine,
Oh, yeah.
guanine,
And cytosine.
and cytosine.
That is correct.
Ah,
I couldn't remember guanine. I could
the cat with the gat.
the cat. I remember Appalachian Trail, Grand Canyon. That's how I remember it.
Right.
So
The cat with the gat. That's a good way to remember it too.
So 1,600. So that gives 100 to Quinn. And 1,500 to Hannah.
Wow. Suddenly,
All right.
I am so powerful.
That's pretty good.
Hannah, I'm going to give you the board.
Okay, let's do the famous animals for 1200.
Famous animals for 12. Named for a famous Canadian city, this American black bear became a mascot for the Canadian Army Veterinary Corps, before going to live at the London Zoo and inspiring a character in A.A. Milne's famous children's stories.
I totally just had this book and I totally just like put it in my basement. Could not.
Oh, they're so familiar.
Eat.
Quinn.
Who's Winnie the Pooh?
No.
That is the character that this animal inspired, but unfortunately I can't give it to you.
Who is Winnie the Bear after Winnipeg? Winnipeg the Bear?
I'm going to give someone else the option to answer that.
Okay, well, this is not the bear that I thought it was, so.
Her name isn't Winnipeg the Bear? I always get mixed up. The something. Rascal the Raccoon, Winnipeg the Bear.
All right, if no one wants to take it from you, yes, it is Winnipeg the Bear. That is giving Jen the opportunity right there to get back on the board, and she's just like, no, I'm going to do it. So that was what?
Do you know what? Where's the poo part come from? You know, where is that part?
Well, because he is a
P-O-O-A. I'm going to look it up right now. Why is his name Donkey Kong? Why is his name?
I mean, good question. It doesn't really matter who gets the board because this is the final question. Scats and tracks for 16. Name this track. There's a piece of straw for the for your
Beep.
Quinn.
There's a raccoon.
That is incorrect.
No!
B.
Jen.
What is a coati?
That is correct.
Yay!
I was tempted to guess, but I didn't want to lose all my points.
All right. So everybody
Didn't
gets
wanna
to play
risk it.
Final Jeopardy!
Yay!
Yay.
So here is the scores. Quinn right now is in the lead with 3,500 points. Hannah is in second with 1,600 points.
Oh, I really came through, huh?
And Jen is in third with 200 points. So you can bid up to all of your points. And I believe, no, Jen, unfortunately you don't get any special treatment. If you had 0, you get to bid up to 1,000, but you can only bid up. Can you? Is that? I'm making that the rule. If you're under 1,000, you can bid up to 1,000.
Okay.
House rules. Bid as much or as little as you would like. Please give me the bids. I will give you the category first because I'm doing this special thing. Category is Zookeeper Tools. So please bid and tell me your bid.
Colby, I will be bidding 69 points.
I'm bidding.
Do it at 100 value, please.
You suck. 690 points.
That's not 100 value.
Okay, 100 points. No. 420 points. Oh, god damn it, you're right.
You could add 600 and 900 and do that one.
No. We'll just bet 100.
100. Quinn wants to win this regardless. All right, Jen, you can bid up to 1,000 points.
1,000 points.
1,000 points. And Hannah, you can bid up to 1,600 points.
I would like to bid 200 points.
All right. With that ready, all of you are going to have to write down your answer for me, please.
I don't have a writing thing.
You have a phone?
Yeah, my phone is there. You are on my phone. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, I will not reveal the question until you return.
Oh, while she's gone, I can tell you why he's called a poo.
Yes.
He told how Christopher Robin had given the swan, he found a swan, the name Pooh, explaining that this is a very not fine name for a swan, because if you call him and he doesn't come, which is a thing swans are good at, then you can pretend that you were just saying Pooh to show him how little you wanted him. Milne indeed knew he was doing by using such a word. The names Winnie and Pooh were still brought together, and Winnie the Pooh was born.
What a bizarre story.
This is from mentalfloss.com.
What a bizarre origin. Is that the Winnie the Pooh origin story that we need?
Isn't that what Christopher Robin was? Oh wait, no, that was a sequel.
That was a sequel. Also, it was phenomenal. Like, Christopher Robin was great.
I'll have to check it out.
All right. Everybody, please write down your answer to this question. Let me. And I should just have the Jeopardy theme queued up at all times. All right. Here is your question. All animals need water, and filling buckets with with hoses can be difficult in colder times of the year. Because of this, many zoos implement these to solve this issue of watering and making sure all animals have constant access to water. You have 30 seconds on the clock.
I would just like to say that my hermit crab keeps flipping himself over. I gave him a little wheel like what you give to mice, and he keeps flipping himself over, and I can hear him like banging around over there, and it freaks me out because I'm afraid he's gonna like knock himself over and stay on this back. I don't think they can do that. I'm pretty sure they can right themselves, but like, still freaks me out.
All right, Quinn, please reveal your answer.
Nelson Automatic Waterer.
Oh, shoot.
I expected this, and I still don't know how to respond to it.
Kobe, come on.
Do you trust me that I knew the answer? And I screwed up. I was like, oh, I don't have anything to write. I'll just tell him. And then I forgot that that's the layout of this.
I'll trust you. All right.
I did know it's called Nelson Order.
Jen, what did you write? Sorry.
What's that?
What was your answer?
Nelson Order.
Okay. Hannah?
A warm bucket. I like it.
A warm bucket. Hannah, unfortunately, that is not correct. Meanwhile, Quinn and Jen, you do win. The answer we were looking for is automatic waterer.
Oh, crap.
I was hoping someone was just going to write Nelson, and then I could say, no, you lose. But no, Quinn saw through my pedantic assholeness.
I knew it. I covered all my bases. I was going to say, like, Lixit automatic water, too. I was thinking of all the brands.
All right, so here are the final scores. It's actually a lot closer than I expected it to be. In first place with 3,600 points is Quinn. In second place with 1,400 points. And in third place with 1,200 points is Jen. So that was a very, very close game. And yes, so I will give you guys the current rankings. Right now, Quinn has taken over Jen for the top seed, our number 1 seed. Jen has been bumped down to seed number 2. Hannah, you have succeeded Connor and taken seed number 3. And Connor is now seed number 4.
Are you saying
seed or
seed?
What?
Are you saying seed or seed?
Seed, yes, like in a bracket.
Oh.
Yeah. So, congratulations to all 3 of you for finishing in the positives. I'm very impressed. Jen, I was worried for you there for a bit.
Oh.
So, in the meantime, I'm going to just do a little bit of housekeeping. Tomorrow, keep in mind, 7:30-ish, we'll be doing our second episode of the Zoo Boys podcast. We are expecting to have all 4 Zoo Boys on once again. Last week, I was very happy that we got all 4 Zoo Boys on. I think we did a really good job last week. I think that the new format is working a lot better than our old, like, random just talk about whatever format.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, check out the Zoo Boys podcast tomorrow around 7:30 right here on this channel. We'll continue posting memes. I have a couple that I have been very excited to post. Also, I'm a little bit worried that our page may be shadow banned. We're not getting a lot of reactions, nor are we getting a lot of views on posts. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of investigating into that. Hopefully, we are not shadow banned.
I noticed that. It's weird, right?
Yeah, I thought it was, especially when, and it happened right when we hit 10,000.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it happened right when we hit 10,000. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just, I don't know. But please make sure that you are hitting, if you like it, make sure you're also following the page. See if we can try to get those interactions up a little bit. Because I am worried that we are shadow banned. Other than that, check out the podcast tomorrow. Zoo Jeopardy once a week, every Tuesday around 7:30-ish. If you are interested in playing Zoo Jeopardy, just shoot the page a message and we will add you to the roster. Thank you to Hannah for coming in clutch this week. We'll also be contacting you for more games eventually, I'm sure. But where Connor was supposed to be on this game and he dropped last minute, we kind of had to scramble to get someone. But if you are interested in playing Zoo Jeopardy with us, please just shoot the page a message. We will be happy to accommodate you. We are trying to have 3 guests, so it's possible that you can be playing against any one of these members, 2 of these members, or 2 totally different people. So that is all we are going to be talking about today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 2 of Zoo Jeopardy, and we will see you guys later. Stay wild.